This playthrough is rated E for everyone.
All that glitters is not gold. Greetings and salutations, viewers. Vauldemare back here with another episode of Shining in the Darkness. In the last episode, we finished getting the rest of the treasures in the Cave of Wisdom and made our way to the first half of the proper level 2 of the Labyrinth. I had a whole new set of enemies, danger, and destruction amongst the way. But luckily getting here, we didn't lose up too many resources because with the Hex Whip, a lot of big group encounters, especially the early ones, aren't too bad. But now we're going to get to the thick of it as we go down the dreaded hallway. People who played this game probably know all about it. As we fight a lot of mandrakes here. Can I just run? There we go. I just didn't want him to steal my MP. So anyway, alright, so yeah, the first hallway we went there early to get the angel feather. So this hallway now has a bunch of MP moss in it. Great. Yeah, awesome. Alright, let's see if we can put these guys to sleep. Oh, so far. Oh, let me guess that final one's gonna cast Blast 2 on me, right? Oh, we got the drop on him. Okay. I always miss that part. It's like, it's so quick that sometimes I miss it, so. You basically surprise the enemy, that type of thing. But, alright, Pierre gained a level. Oh yeah, and Milo gained a level before this episode. I'll just tackle it on after this part. 4 HP, 6 MP, 5 IQ, 5 speed, 2 luck, 2 attack, and 2 defense. Milo gained a level from that battle. 6 HP, 5 MP, 4 IQ, 3 speed, 4 luck, 3 attack, 2 defense, and learned Blast at level 3. Ugh. Are we going to get battles after every step now? Is that how it's going to be? I hope not. I mean, I've got a decent amount of resources, but I don't have... Oh yeah, as you can see there, when she gets uses the Tangle... Oh god. That's a good start. Both crits! Are you kidding me, game? Wow. Okay. Nothing I can do about it. It's just... Seriously? Both crits. 2 crits. Back to back. You know what the odds of that are? Yeah, whatever. Can't do anything about it. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to have Pyrrha back up on the healing just because of, you know. Wow, what the heck, game? We just had a fight! That's just how it is, huh? There we go, okay. At least not completely hosed. Still, god. Fight after fight after fight, man. The RNG gods are not happy with me today. It only happens when you record, right? I guess so. And the rewards really coming here aren't really worth it, but I'm doing it anyway. Let's see. That way goes nowhere, so. And here we get the Fire Staff. What that does is it casts Blaze 3 when used as an item. So we can give that to Pyrrha. I'll probably end up selling it though, just because I've got the Hex Whip now. But, you know, always as a backup. Oh boy, game. So this is how it's gonna be. All these Demi whites, huh? At least I put them to sleep, so. I wouldn't say they're super susceptible to it, but it seems to be, today they seem to be. Of course he wakes up. Oh, I guess as soon as he wakes up and hits me next turn, he'll hit me with Blast 2 or whatever. Oh yeah, another benefit of the Hex Whip is there's always a chance that she'll crit within those multiple times too. Of course. Of course she did. Yep, of course you hit me with a Blast 2. Yeah, I was hoping that you wouldn't. Could have cast sleep again, but nope. Alright, let's go back since there's nothing else here. At least not in this part, anyway. Alright, a couple treasures here, but like I said, not really worth it, but I'm getting them anyway. And here we get smelling salts. And then we're going to get the other treasure. Oh. Luckily these guys aren't anything, so Hex Whip him to death and all that fun stuff. Yeah, this really allows you to deal out a lot of damage without casting spells. And even though she gets tangled up, it's really not that bad. Especially since most times Pyrrha's really not going to add much to the battle after the first initial go anyway, so this just helps. It just helps mitigate the spread out the damage, so that way Milo... Now, I guess good if we had a ton of MP, then Milo would basically, what he would do, he would cast a spell after her hitting everyone with a whip. So that's another way to go about it. Obviously, I'm trying to spread out my MP because of the loss from the that moss there, so... And we're not at the worst of it. We still have to go down the hallway, if you know what I mean. And we found all these guys before. Yeah, usually these guys, luckily, at least these guys don't usually do their strange dance unless don't need a heal or haven't cast any magic. Because they heal. Oh, we get healer fruit here, yeah. I'll probably end up having to use all of my healer fruits I bought. Okay, that's not too bad. Maybe it was bad at the beginning. RNG was not being kind to me, but like I said, who knows? When we hit the hallway, you'll know what I'm talking about. Alright, here it is, the big hallway. Let's see what we fight, if we fight anything. Oh, I was about to say, is the game gonna treat me nicely today? Maybe. Ah. Yeah, at least it didn't cast Blast 2 or anything on me. Where'd she cast on the one that... Ooh, nice. And she got tangled up in tangled up knots. Or was it bangled up knots or whatever? Of course it gets Blast 2 on me. Or Burst 2. Either way, they do the same amount of damage. You know, that... well, actually, Burst isn't supposed to do as much because we're not flying, right? But still. Up, there we go. There's the guy I was waiting for. I thought we were going to fight him earlier. With Chrome Balls, these guys are really bad because they're much more dangerous than their Crasher Ball cousins because they have well, they can still be slept, but it's not as guaranteed as their cousins are. Okay, I got lucky there. These guys are Sphere Demon 2s. They're mini bosses. They pop up in this long hallway here. They have 295 HP, 310 HP, 225 attack. Oh, he woke up. Great. I could cast Quick. 225 attack, 85 defense, 75 speed, 500 experience, 300 gold. These guys do a lot of damage for what they... At this point in the game, it's way too much for what they do because they have a lot of HP. And if you weaken them and don't put them to sleep, they can explode and do 90 to 100 damage to the whole party, which is dumb. I'm trying to think of anything else. So really the best strategy is probably having Milo cast Quick and then boosting the hero. God, this guy keeps wanting to wake up on me. And then he gets to go twice, by the way. So if he goes twice and he wakes up during the first round, he can hit you during his second turn. So how's that fair? Wow, we only fought one. I got lucky there. It's possible to fight that guy like 3 or 4 times. Like that's how bad that can be. We got lucky. So that's a first. Okay, so this hallway has a bunch of sentinels. Do I want to actually fight these guys? I think I want to fight this guy just because of the reward he gets. The rest of them I do have to come back this way anyway. Well, we have to come back because this is a... You know what I mean. Alright, let's go this way. Oh, whoops. Wrong hallway. Never mind. I was supposed to go one more. Ha. I was looking at my map. I was like, oh, whoops. Yeah, sorry. This loops around. Man, I am surprised. Although I bet by the time I have to come back this way, I bet I'll have to fight multiple Chrome Orbs. Now you're probably thinking, well, how are we supposed to survive the dungeon if we have to go all the way back up to the top 4 every time and go through that hallway and stuff like that? Well, you'll find out today why we don't have to worry about that too much. Sort of, anyway. Luckily, we're just finding a bunch of Mountaros. There's one monster we can fight here that's pretty... Actually, there's a couple. Actually, we've gotten kind of lucky. The spots where there's the hole in the wall where I told you about the headhunters. They're a really nasty bunch too. All right, let's fight this guy. I'm just gonna fight this guy. I think I'll skip the others for now, because I don't know if I have enough resources to really get the rest and waste on these guys. Well, I wouldn't say waste per se, but I don't know if I have the resources to contend with the rest of them. I'll make that a comeback type of thing. Ow. Actually, I don't know why I tapped her with her. She does like no damage. There we go. Whew. Okay. Now the reason I want... Ooh, we gained a level for hero. 9 HP, 4 IQ, 3 speed, 1 luck, 4 attack, 1 defense. Now the reason I wanted to go this way... Yes, whoops. Is because of what's inside. What's inside? Nope, I didn't mean to do that. We get the sun armor. So this will be a nice upgrade for our equipment right now. So sun armor, it is... oh, did I go over weaknesses? Or not weaknesses, Chrome Ball, what it drops? Oh, Chrome Ball can drop a sword. I think that's the only new enemy we've fought so far today. Yes, okay. I had to think for a second. We fought everything else before. But anyway, sun armor. It is 52 armor factor, and it gives you resistance to fire, level 2, which is really nice. So now I can just drop the, let's see. Let's drop that, or not drop it, let's just give that over to you, and then we'll sell that armor you just bought. Yeah, nice little... Really, the big thing is the fire resistance is what I want. Because, like I said, some of the enemies in here, like the Scorching Breath, you know, Blaze. But anyway. Okay, so, well, there are 2 other... basically, each of these little hallways has a sentinel in it, and 3 of them are guarding a treasure. We basically got the best treasure. The other 2 aren't really worth it, but I'll when I come back this way, I'll show them. But I want to... okay, let's see. Oh, let's see where... Are we mostly healed? Mostly. Yeah, let's go and heal you. Actually, I should have used a healer for... whatever. Okay, got lucky. The headhunters are... I never mentioned it before, but the headhunters are really, really bad business. They're like mini bosses that could you know, ruin a run. Another Chrome Ball. Okay, let's see. Yeah, we'll go in quick, just since we're almost done with this. Try to sleep if we can. Oh, that stinks. Okay. Well, at least we got the speed off, so if he hits us, it won't do as much damage. Ow. Yeah, this guy does a lot of damage. Ow. Okay, can we try to sleep him again? I'm just trying to think if I should... Yeah, let's heal ourselves. Sleep. Please sleep. No! Oh, that stinks. That really stinks. That's not fair, game. You need to sleep when I cast the spell on you. At least you didn't attack twice. Sleep! Sleep, dang you! Thank you. Okay, good. He's still asleep, so... Well, he's almost out of HP, so... Or, yeah. Okay. Oh boy, that could have been bad. Okay, well we got one more spot. Oh, whew. Okay. Headhunter could pop there too. It's worse when you drop from the 3rd floor and then you get attacked by the headhunter. That's the worst part, because you're not expecting it. Because you've already been, you know, tricked or you've already fallen to the next floor. So you're like, oh, crud. You know. At least this ain't so bad. Well, actually, if I don't get them to go to sleep. Sleep, dang you! Hey, oh, they all fell asleep. Awesome. I'll take it. After that hallway of the chrome balls, you know, really, it's that big long stretch that like after you get past that like moss area. That's the one you have to worry about, because that's the one that you could possibly get hit multiple times by those guys. And the fact that sleep is not always guaranteed to work. I mean, it's the standard 50 chance or whatever. But the crusher balls, they have like a really high susceptibility to it. So that's the part that's not too bad. Now, make sure, be aware of this fountain. There's nothing on it right now. But this fountain is different from the other fountains. But anyway, let's get to the top here. Or let's... Okay, so we've hit this is the 3rd floor. However, all we need to do is hit this floor. We don't actually have to go any further. I want to go ahead and egress back now. Because a next story opportunity occurs after doing that, so. Okay, let's go and heal. That could have been bad. Actually, our resources were almost gone. Phew. I was really worried there, like, you know, because this, well, this floor was pretty bad, but the next floor is when the game really starts kicking you when you're down. Oof. See what everyone has to say. Actually, I think I have to talk to the king first before they all have different dialogue. Okay, well, I'll come back after talking to them and see. But yeah, let's talk to the king, because some things have changed at the, since we were in the labyrinth. Hey, who's that? Oh, that's, oh yeah, Melville's still disappeared. I wonder what happened to him, so, let's see what everyone has to say. His Majesty's been waiting for you. Oh, okay, everyone does the same thing. Hero, you arrive at an opportune moment. Zern the Elder, who once taught Melville the mystic arts, is here right now. The story he told us, well, it's best you hear from him. Oh, okay. Anyone else say anything? Hero, listen to the words of Zern. I think they all say the same thing. Okay. Huh, you look very similar. Do you pop up in Shiny Force 2 by any chance? No, sort of. It's the same, similar design to him. I actually forgot the guy's name, actually. Sorry about that. Oh, what was his name? It wasn't Merlin or anything like that. Oh, God, it's been years since I played Shiny Force 2. I mean, you know what? I need to play through that game again just for fun. I've already recorded it, so for those who wanna check it out, I've got a recording of it. Plug. Let's see, where's his? I was looking up a character list, and it shows up all the guys who can join your team, but it doesn't actually show the auxiliary characters that can join your team. Oh, what was his name again? Let me see if I can type it in. I should be talking to Zern, but this is really going to bug me until I figure this out. It's showing me all the characters that can join my team, not the actual character. Okay, I'll look it up later. I don't want to waste my whole time doing this. Let's talk to the old man. As you may have suspected, Melville, my former disciple, is Dark Soul. Dun dun dun! Yeah, that's the big twist, is that how do you know all the ministers for being some random villain or whatever? No, he was actually that wizard dude, and he's been basically he was just impersonating. Oh, actually, he is Melville, but yeah, the guy who was just talking nice to you about passing the trials. No, it's Dark Soul the whole time. His lust for power led him to the dark reaches of the Labyrinth. The Labyrinth was built by the ancients to serve a twofold purpose: to seal in the darkness and to raise a champion should the need arise. I believe that Melville seeks to unleash the forces of darkness. So the big enemy of the game, the guy who calls himself the Edgelord Dark Soul, was a nerd named Melville at one point. Huh. How apropos. Here, take the two halves of this mystic medallion. Milo receives the medallion. The medallion can be used with any gold fountain within the labyrinth. One half of the medallion is to be cast into the waters of the fountain. Using the other half, you will instantly return you to that fountain. To use the medallion with another gold fountain, get the other half back. Good luck, and may the medallion assist you in your quest. So yeah, this is how we're able to go through the labyrinth without having to go all the way back through a floor again. So as long as you can get to that spot, drop off the medallion, then you can egress back to town, and you use that medallion as an item, it pops you right back out where that medallion is, and you can continue on there. So the game doesn't completely hose you by having to go through the same floors over and over and over again, losing your resources to get to the top there, which is a nice little touch. The medallion can be used with any gold fountain. Okay, you already told me that. I thought you were going to have something else to say. Sorry. Stop talking! The Dark Soul may be defeated with the Arms of Light. The Arms of Light are 4 items that can only be used by a true knight. Where do we find those, though? It's hard to believe that our hated enemy was actually one of us. Melville is a Dark Soul, and he was right under our very noses. Yeah, tricksy, those evil wizards. Cuss Melville, all knew we shouldn't have trusted him. You say that after the fact. Now more than ever, it may be up to you to return me my daughter. Alright, I'm trying to remember if anyone in town actually says anything new, so let's find out. Let's see. We were arrested, so. Hero, there's someone here to see you. He said his name was Melville. What? Dark Soul? What's he want with us? Oh dear. This guy over there, he's sitting at the table. Alright, step right in. There's someone right here to see you. Alright, dude. What's your game? Sir Hero, there's something actually, should I still do the nerd voice with him? Sir Hero, there's something I wish to talk to you about. Is something wrong? You seem hostile. I see you found me out about me. Well, that makes it all the better because I have a proposal for you. Actually, it's more of an invitation. Join me. Join with the darkness and rule this land with me. I'm attacking the darkness. No. Foolish child, you insolent fool! It is a shame that this is but my image before you. I could have shown you what it means to wield true power, but I guess you'll have to find out the hard way. What an edgelord. What happened? I feel funny. I remember a guy who was here to see you. Oh, right. You sitting over? That's strange. He's gone. Yeah, so it's the whole typical bad guy taunting you type of thing. Of course, he wasn't actually there, but still. Oh, sorry. He says, if it ain't Hero, have you found the princess yet? I heard that the court wizard behind it all. I remember that weird guy who's waiting for you? That seems he had something to do with that mess at the castle. Oh, I heard about Dark Soul? You asked me. You're biting off more than you can chew. Well, who else is going to do it? I heard that Dark Soul was here. What nerve? Is a true good hero? Is Lord Melville the evil Dark Soul? Yep. Not Dark Souls, Dark Soul. I've been told that you're searching for the princess. I know much about the Labyrinth. Ask me if you haven't. Well, except you never tell me. Anyway. Edward is said to be well versed in ancient lore. Okay. Does anyone actually, do they have any new dialogue? Probably not. Usually there's only so much dialogue. Okay, fine. No. No. We're done. We're done. Stop talking. Please. Okay. Let's go back to town. Yeah, now we have that medallion. Things will be a little bit easier to go through as we travel through town. So, all right, let me go and sell the old equipment. Let's see. Yeah, sell that iron armor because unfortunately, iron armor is only hero exclusive. So, nothing with him. Really, we want to as soon as we get a chance, we really need to start making the mithril equipment when we get the money, because that's really going to help us survive these fours. Let's see. Yeah, and for armor, technically Milo can wear the mithril armor. You can make it for yourself and then give it to him. But most people consider for best equipment to give him the well, actually, you know what you do is you give him the mithril armor is the best one. I was just trying to think the best method is to make it for hero, give it to him, because there is a better armor for the hero later on. But anyway, so we want to start. I think I want to start building up. Let's see. You need see how many pieces you need. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 pieces of, well, actually, to get the most out of the most equipment in the game, you need at least 6 pieces of mithril for everyone. But I'm probably gonna start with building up Pyrrha first, and then because obviously she's the weakest out of all of them, and then start getting stuff for Milo. I think is what I want to do. Okay. Let's see. Sell the iron armor. Let's see. And then there's the medallion. Yeah, I'm trying to think if I want to go and sell that fire stuff or not. I think I'll sell the smelling salts, though. I was actually thinking I was going to use more of our healer stuff by the time we got out of here, so I'm a little full on inventory. Okay. Yeah, the big twist of the game is Melville basically being the enemy right under your nose. Let's see. Okay. But yeah, we need to start up our equipment mainly because the next war is really going to be really bad in terms of difficulty. Yeah, let's go ahead and let's see. What's my... Yeah, let's start making the... Let's see, how much mithril? I've got the one there, and then I sold the 2 to her, so that's 3 pieces right now. Wonder if I should give everyone, like, maybe helmets or something like that. Well, not everyone, because the hero I'm gonna save for last in terms of that. Let's see. We could go with make the mithril helmet for the hero and give it to Milo, because if you tell them make the mithril equipment for Milo, it makes them it gives them the mithril hood instead, which you want to make that for Pyrrha, but you don't want to make that for Milo. Mithril helmet is better for him anyway. So, and I want to see if I can try to survive without making the mithril axe for Milo, because there's a better weapon technically to do that. Okay, so let's go with the let's go with the helmet first. I think. I wonder if we could try go with the light robe. Okay, let me go over. Let's see. Actually, let's go with the light robe because it increases magic defense when you equipped it. So, yeah. And that'll be less damage from like, stuff like, yep, mithril ore. We'll make that for Pyrrha. And we'll give her some armor. 24,000. Oh, just barely enough. Yeah, all the money we're making is gonna go towards mithril equipment. That's pretty much it. All right, let's reset so we can get that, and I can show it off. Yep, pick up my item, and we get the light robe there. Best robe in the game for Pyrrha. Alright, let's go and equip that. Yeah, I can't remove that, so... Yeah, 153, yeah, a very huge boost, So she got the magic hood and the, and that to drop her magic resistance a bit, so... Alright, what's our armor factor? Oh, our factors right now and everything. So hers is 1. Oops, I forgot to look at armor again. That's how you're supposed to figure out your. So 153. Does she have the most right now? Yeah, because of But she has the lowest HP though, her one too. So. Yeah, I think first I'll do Mira's light armor, but then I'll give Milo. I think I might give Milo the mithril helm to him next. I think just to give him, or I could give him the mithril armor. Actually, maybe the mithril armor might be better. Yeah, I think that's the way. I'll make the mithril armor for the hero and then give it to him. Okay. All right. So next, let's see. We already healed, didn't we? Okay, so now what I need to do is I need to go back through the second floor again, and I will drop and I think I'll meet you back at the hallway with the sentinels, just so I can show off the treasures then, and then we'll go on to the third level of the dungeon. We'll do that for a little bit, not too long though, because like I said, the third level is where they start kicking you in the craw. So I'll be back in a second. Alright, Milo gained a level on getting back up here. 5 HP, 6 MP, 5 IQ, 3 speed, 3 luck, 3 attack, 1 defense. Alright, we're back after getting to the hallway of sentinels again. I got pretty lucky. I only fought one of those chrome balls during that long hallway again, so... But this isn't so lucky, fighting 4 salamanders, but luckily we've got... Actually, I don't need blast level 2 for this one, because I'm just going to use freeze. level 3 on him. And we're almost done with this section anyway, because since we got that medallion, I don't have to worry about MP. As you can see, my MP conservation is a lot better than it was before. By the time I got here. Alright, P regained a level. 6 HP, 6 MP, 6 IQ, 5 speed, 3 luck, 2 attack, 4 defense. Nice. Okay, so not this one. We already did that one. There's a sentinel there, but there's nothing behind it. And there's a sentinel here. Let's see, am I... Yeah, might as well get some healing. Not that this guy's gonna... I mean, he'll still do damage to me, but he won't wreck me or anything like that, so... Yeah, the reward for this is not worth it, but I'm still gonna... Oops, didn't mean to do that. I meant to quick. Yeah, just that double attack power, man. And our speed's high enough where we can get all these spells off before even fighting him now. Yeah, he still hurts, but, you know, not as bad as before. Even with the new light robe, Pyrrha is still taking a decent amount of damage from this guy. Alright, here we get a worn robe. It's the very... I think this is the only way you can get the worn robe. It is 2 armor factor and you can get it on this 4 and everyone can equip it. Why? Why, game? Why? Let me show what it looks like. Yeah, it just looks like some crumpled up robe. I'm just gonna sell it. There's no reason to keep it. It's just one of those rewards that kind of kicks you in the butt. I was about to say something else, but yeah, I think we'll be fine. All right, let's see. Yep, just before, same strategy. Battles might be a little bit more interesting whenever we get Muddle level 2 active. Although by the time we get Muddle level 2, well, I've gotten the item I want by that point. Yeah, see, this is why I didn't want to fight all the Sentinels the first time around, because I was going to use up all my resources just casting spells on these guys. Alright, let's get to this long, narrow hallway. For a treasure that's not worth it at this point. Because most enemy groups will give me more than what this does. But, you know. Oh, poor Pyrrha. Getting tangled up in those vines. Not that that's something that's going to happen to her later on or anything. No, I'm just making fun. I like the fact that there is a cursed item in a game series that actually can be useful in the right way. Because most games, if you get a cursed item, period, there's no reason to use them, ever. But in this game, the Hex Whip is like one of the few cursed items I think in gaming history. Yeah, 300 gold. It's one of the few games in gaming history that you actually want to get cursed by it. Or get a cursed item. I'm just making sure I'm topped off. Just in case the headhunters appear. You never know. And they're really dangerous if they... Oh, we finally fought these guys. These guys are really nasty. These guys hit hard. Wing blades, they can drop. Let's see. Wing blades can drop fur hoods. Okay, great, thanks. And then stat-wise, they're bird battlers. They appear in groups of 1 to 4, 59 to 62 HP, 160 attack. Oh yeah, I want to put these guys to sleep if I can. 70 defense, 70 speed, 300 experience, 115 gold. Oh yeah, I just remembered sleep doesn't work as well on them. And they will sometimes waste their turn by waiting for an attack to occur. Yeah, we could cast Muddle, I guess. Show that off that spell. Yeah. I'd rather use Muddle level 2. Yeah, these guys just pack a punch for what they are. Their sleep, you can use sleep on them, but they have a high resistance chance. I almost forgot about that. That's why I was like, oh, right. I'm only doing this just because the headhunter might appear. Ah, there he is. One of the more dangerous bosses in the game, because this guy attacks twice, has a ton of attack power. 225 HP, 225 to 300 HP, no magic, 280 attack. That is a lot of attack at this point. And he's a rare encounter too. He doesn't counter all the time. Usually when you fall down the hole, he attacks you. 67 defense, 83 speed, no spells, can inflict poison with his attacks, 300 gold and 600 experience. He could possibly draw the Dark Scimitar. So we want to buff ourselves if we can. As far as I'm aware of, he's resistant to sleep and muddle. So we'll just have to and I think sleep slow can work on him. Ow. I'll try to slow him, but I'm trying to remember if that one works on him or not. I know sleep, he's resistant to sleep. And muddle doesn't work too well on him, so. Oh, nice. Whew. That could have been bad. Like, really, really bad. That guy just, like I said, he just drops on you unawares, like these guys, and maybe I do want to do Blast level 3 here, just because that, oh wait, no, he hits, crap. No, he's resistant to that, crap. Okay, let's see. I mean, I could, first hits everyone, but, no. Was a bad combination because I don't want them stealing my MP. I mean, I know we're almost done with this section, but still, I don't want them stealing all my MP if I can help it. But that salamander can do a lot of damage. Let's go with. I'm gonna go with blast, even though it's go like do like no damage to him, and freeze on him 3/3. I'm almost hoping that maybe Burst will do just enough little bit of damage that maybe it'll finish him off. Probably not. Yes. All right. Good. And I wanted to hit these guys because I wanted them to consider using healing. Because otherwise they might do their strange dance on me or whatever. So, okay, I got lucky there. They didn't use their strange. Not like I said, we're almost done with the dungeon, but I don't want to lose MP if I can help it. Because I have an Angel's Feather just in case. I ran out of MP, but still. The problem with casting heal is that they're out of MP. When they're out of MP, they'll do that strange dance of theirs. Okay, good. Almost out of here. Yeah, Berserkers, we can handle them. Ow. Awesome blow. Awesome, Doug. Oh, wait. Let's see. For some reason, my brain just shut off for a second. Hold on. Did I get turned around or something? I think I got turned around and I didn't realize it. Yeah, I was like, wait a minute, what is... Yeah, I think I turned myself around without realizing it. Weird. Ugh, man, come on. Yeah, I'm just gonna blast through these guys. We're almost done with this part of the dungeon anyway. Yeah, I know freeze. Fire works better on. Actually, I should cast blaze. Why did I cast freeze? Whatever. And I should have cast some burst instead, but blast is a little bit stronger. Oh, come on, dude. Okay, fine. Okay, quick. Boost. Twice in one turn? Man, that's nasty. Or twice in one floor. It's really bad to get the headhunter. Okay, let's see if we can. Do I want to? I'm just trying to think if I want to heal. Just in case, like, we get hit twice or something like that. See if I can get slow to work. Yeah, it worked. Alright, awesome. Oof. Haha! Yes, crit time. Ooh, here I gained a level. 7 HP, 4 IQ, 3 speed, 2 luck, 4 attack, 2 defense. That could have been much, much worse. I jumped to risky use 3, feel 3, even though I didn't need to do that. Okay. Oh, Blaze 3 didn't do any better than Freeze 3. They're supposed to be weaker because they're clearly like trees. Interesting. Alright, whatever. Yeah, I thought they were supposed to take more damage from that. Maybe they're considered more... I actually don't know their actual specific type. Well, I know what class they are, but I don't know their specific type. They might be considered more ghosts, I guess? That's kind of weird. But anyway, alright, so there's the gold fountain. So what we want to do is use the medallion on the fountain. You see one half of your medallion glittering in the fountain waters. Okay, so now, if we egress... Oh, I didn't want to actually go back in there yet, so... well, show it off. And boom, we're back. Yeah, just as simple as that. Now, the only problem is if you want to go to the next floor, for example, if you're done with that floor and you're going to go on to the next section, you have to grab your medallion and put it in the next fountain. So you almost have to be sure that you're going to like be able to get to the next fountain. If not, then don't grab the medallion, you know what I mean? Alright, now we can actually fight the stuff on the third floor. I'm not going to get too far, unfortunately, today, because the enemies are going to be pretty nasty here. How's my money situation? Yeah, not as much as I'd like. I didn't fight as many battles there, and I don't think I really have... Oh yeah, I need to sell the worn robe and stuff like that, so... Let's get that out of the way since we're full on a lot of stuff, so... Yeah, where is it? Yeah. 30 gold! Woo! What else do I need to sell? Probably those... smelling salts. I'll just buy more later if it really comes down to it. Because they're really, like I said, it's not as big of a deal now. Let's see, nothing else. I'll keep that angel feather just in case. Okay, I think we're good. Alright, let's head back to the Labyrinth. And now we don't have to go through the... Technically, I could sell the Orb of Truth. Because I can just skip... Well, there are some times we still need to use it, but... I'll just leave it on right now. But we don't technically need it right this second. We still need it. It's just... I don't need it right this... but I don't need it right this second, though. So, alright. Alright, let's head on to the dreaded third floor. There is 20 different enemy types on this floor. That is ridiculous. Like, previous floor, there was like... 7? Maybe 10? There's 20. There's like double the amount of enemy types in this floor because of how large this place is. But anyway, if you go to the right, there's a drop that takes you back down to the other floor. And if you go down that passageway, I just slow these guys. What? Really? Wow, that's a good start. Maybe I should have tried to sleep them anyway, even though... What the heck? Game! Seriously, what's wrong with you? Wow, that's a good start. I just said that, I know. Sorry. Sorry, when I get annoyed, I start repeating myself. I told you you guys were bad news. Should have just cast quick on myself if I knew this was gonna happen. She got tangled. Yeah, this floor is where I'm probably gonna have to run through this floor multiple times just to And I don't want to mess with salamanders for too long. I'd rather get rid of them as fast as I can. I don't want them casting the blaze on me. They're not even worth it experience-wise, but I'm not confident enough. But ooh, we got a new enemy type here. Death Serpents. Death Serpents can drop iron armors, and then they are. Let's see. Did I find these guys earlier? I don't think so. No, they're not on my list of this floor anyway. So. Death Serpent, they're lizard folk number 3, appeared in group of 1 to 3. Let's try to put them to sleep. These guys can cast Blaze 3 on you. Appear in groups of 1 to 3, 58 to 61 HP. Of course, it didn't work. 152 attack, 68 defense, 68 speed. There we go. 270 experience, 115 gold. They can cast Blaze 3. And they're quick. Well, sleep is supposed to be effective, but of course it didn't work. Why does it always work when it's supposed to? You know what I mean. Anyway. Now, there's a really nasty monster in this dungeon, like a boss, so I'd probably, like I said, I'd probably go through this a couple times, or at least one time, just to get enough money maybe for your next set of gear. Yeah, we still need a lot more money. So, oop, we got a new enemy here. Camille? No, I was gonna say something else. Never mind. They can drop steel whips, which at this point we don't need them anymore, so just sell it if they do drop it. Camille is Naga level 2. Let's see, they're immune to sleep, so really the best thing to do would just be to just go full out on them. So let's see, blast. 3, and then fire staff. Yeah, they can. They're they're lizard serpent 3. They're Naga 2 groups of 1 to 4. They have 57 to 60 HP, 160 attack, 66 defense, 65 speed, 240 experience, 97 gold. They can shuffle their feet in an eerie dance, which does 15 points of damage per combo dancing to the entire party. Similar to the ostriches or whatever. They also have an ability to call for help. They are immune to sleep spells. So if you fight more than 2, I would just try to kill them as fast as you can with whatever spells you've got available. So yeah, I'm actually gonna have to cast spells more often through this place just because of the it's just a fountain there. I was looking at my notes there. We got new enemy, Tommy Hawks. Yeah, I haven't heard that name in a long time. Tommy Hawks can drop leather robes. And then, where are they? Tommy Hawks. They can, they are Dark Felt level 3s. These guys are straight fighters, by the way, so. Appear 1 to 5, 60 to 63 HP, 175 attack, 71 defense, 75 speed. 330 experience, 108 gold. And these guys don't dance like ostriches do. They pack a mean punch when they hit you, but that's pretty much it. They're the least of our worries here. Ooh, Milo gained a level. 5 HP, 5 MP, 4 IQ, 4 speed, 4 luck, 3 attack, 3 defense, and we learned screen to level 2. Okay, go back to my... And then up ahead is a dead end where you can fall down through. How's my HP? Let me go in. Like I said, I won't probably call the episode here pretty soon. I don't want my episodes to be super long. What's your HP? It's only 150. Yeah, not worth a heal too. She's got enough defense. Okay. Yeah, since these guys are supposed to be susceptible to sleep. Anyway. Yeah, as soon as we start getting the mithril armor stuff, we'll be able to... It's just getting the gold to buy it in the first place, so... Yeah, as soon as we get the mithril armor, we'll be able to at least semi-survive our encounters with these guys without wasting too many resources. Yeah, it's really just about money at this point. I'm hoping I could get some treasure before I leave this part, but we'll see what happens. Yeah, still quite a bit more gold we need, so... Oh, man. Oops. Yeah. Yeah, my attack and Milo wouldn't be able to, and I don't, like I said, I don't want them casting that powerful magic on me. Or using their scorching breath or whatever, flame, whatever. Now, it's been a while since we fought a Sea Stallion. They are, basically they're the same strength as they were before. Okay. Yeah, of course you hit me with a freezing blast, because slow didn't work or whatever. Oh, again? Come on, game. I might have to leave after this. Jiminy Christmas. Yeah, those guys can still appear. You almost thought you forgot about them, didn't you, viewers? Didn't need to cast heal 10. Or heal 3. Okay. That's alright. I mean, I have a bunch of healer herbs if it really comes down to it. Yeah, of course your 2 turns you cast freeze. Or you do your freeze breath or whatever. Yeah, I might as well take advantage of my fire staff while I have it. I don't want to do 30 HP to all of me, so. Although I might have to end up repairing that fire staff with how often I've been using it, so. To the right is a locked gate that we can't go through. We'll have to come back later to get that. Well. Yeah, I told you this floor was going to start kicking our butts. I kind of have to keep myself topped off at all times just in case they decide to sneak attack me and I'll cast their best abilities back to back. It's happened before. When I previously played the game a long time ago. Yeah, let's keep going. More Tommy Hawks. And I know it's not a level thing that causes people to sometimes not do damage, because although the enemy can actually miss you because you're so high a level, but it's not because I'm a lower level that I sometimes will miss. It's just, I actually have no idea. It might be a level agility thing, but I really don't think so. Yeah, that's just a fountain. If I don't go a place, it means don't worry about it. Or if we do have to go back, it'll be at a later date type of thing. I don't even know if I'm ready to. I'll probably stop before the middle of this dungeon because we have to basically fight something, but like I'd want to be at a pretty decent. Oh, we got a new enemy here, Hell Knights. Heck Knights, heck. Anyway, Hell Knights can drop holy water, and then oh yeah, holy water. Let's see, do I have that? I'll have to look that up later off the top of my head. Give me a second. Hell water. They seem intimidating, but they're really just physical fighters, so just put them to sleep like you would do anything else. Actually, if I had to, well, we want to get rid of these guys if we can. Actually, let's just sleep both of them. Hell Knights appear in their animated armor 1, appear in groups of 1 to 4, 64 to 67 HP, 175 attack. Okay, one person goes to sleep, of course. 75 defense, 76 speed, 430 experience, 128 gold. They're supposed to be easy to sleep, but apparently the game didn't want me to put them to sleep. Sorry, I need to look up holy water. I always forget that one off the top of my head. Really? Let's see, where are you? Holy water. It removes the curse effect from afflicted characters. So if you want to remove curse without going back to a Basically, it's kind of pointless for us. But if you want to remove curse without having to go all the way back to back home, then there you go. Okay, let's see. Oh, come on. I mean, for a spot where I just kind of was gonna just dip my toe into, I'm actually doing okay. Yeah, they all fell asleep. All right, excellent. Ooh. Yeah, I don't know if I mean, I'm really kind of afraid to, like, fight the monster here just because I'm not sure if I'm really ready for it, so. Anyway. Uh-oh. We got a new enemy here. Mad Tut. Tut, my friend. Mad Tuts, they can drop Enduro Staves, which at this point we really don't need anymore, but I will show that off. Let me look that up really quick. Enduro Staves. Where are you on here? It is cursed, 100% backlash against wear. And you can actually find that as an item later on, which I would sell. Pyrrha can use it, even though why would you equip it? Because it backlashes, which means that it hits you hit yourself. Stop hitting yourself! Stop hitting yourself! Anyway, Mad Tuts. Sorry, I was looking up them. Mad Tuts, they're... let's see, I am going to... I guess I'll try to put them to sleep. They can do quite a few things. Let me... Actually, well, yeah, let's try to put them to sleep. Mad Tuts are Mummy level 3. They appear in groups of 1 to 4, 61 to 64 HP, 170 attack, 71 defense, 76 speed, 500 experience, 138. And they're really worth most of the experience on any enemy of the 4, which is probably weird considering what they can do. But they can cast slow at level 2. And then... I think that's it. They just can cast slow. Yeah, okay. I was just double checking. I guess I probably should have tried to put those guys to sleep again, but... I mean, these guys... Why, game? Why? Hit them! Sheesh. Let's see. Pick up my notes again. Okay. Alright, unfortunately we got an MP. We got MP4 here, so. Not the last, but technically this is the only one we have to actually go through. There is a way. Do I want to go through it or not? I lose 5 MP. I basically lose a total of 10 MP around. I can actually take a long way around and not have to deal with this. Like, technically, we don't even have to go through any of the... what I should have done is I should have used a healer. But it's a really long way around. And how many fights will we fight and how much MP will we spend by the time we got to this? So I'd rather just, run through it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. No. The Grim Spectre. No, great. Grim Spectres, they drop... Grim Spectres are level, they can drop magic hoods. And then Grim Spectres, they're basically faster versions of Reapers. And they can still use Diesel level 1 to to finish you off. And you can't use screen on them, unfortunately. So you either need to just blast them away with magic, or, blast level 3, blaze level 3, or bolt level 2 on them. I think what I'm gonna do is blast and blaze them. I just want to finish them off, so. But anyway, they they're Grim 2s. They appear in groups of 1 to 5, 58 to 61 HP, 165 attack, 70 defense, 74 speed, 380 experience, 124 gold. And then back to my notes again. Okay, so yeah, if you turn to the right, it'll take you around the loop. So, okay. Well, all right. What awaits us beyond in the labyrinth of level 3? Can we fight one of the many multiple bosses around here that could just wreck our day? And what else awaits us in the midst of this dungeon? Find out next time in the next episode of Shining in the Darkness. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. And I'll see you next time.